What's up, everyone?
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Today, I had to take Shirley to get, it was an x-ray, right?
Yeah.
So she had to have an x-ray of her hip. She is having such a hard time getting in and out of bed, walking, getting up and down from the chair. Explain what's going on.
Yeah, the groin area. I can't say it.
The groin.
Yeah, the groin.
So,
I thought it was a sciatic nerve. Okay, this started happening 10 months ago. I looked it up in one of my books. 10 months ago, I thought it was just, you know what a sciatic nerve is, where it starts hurting all the way down to your, well now this hip, my doctor said she thought it was my hip. So I don't know what it is, but it hurts from the hip and the groin area all the way down my leg to my ankle. Right, it don't hurt right now.
So they did an x-ray, like just a regular x-ray, right?
Yeah.
They did 3 pictures?
I don't know how many they did. I had to stand a weird way like this.
Yeah.
Like this.
Okay.
Anyhow, so then she says, well, what's this stomach x-ray for? Abdomen, rather. And I said, I have no idea why she wanted an abdomen.
Maybe they
stomach.
think something could be going on in your abdomen that's causing your hip or your leg pain.
I don't know. I dug out my old diaries and I found an old autograph book from when I was a teenager, and I got some pictures of me when I was 15 years old at my 15th birthday party.
Aww.
I was 15. I used to wear a vest because I had boobs and I didn't want nobody to know that I had boobs because the boys used to tease me at school. So I used to wear a vest to keep them flat. That's probably why they...
You guys had a fireplace.
Huh?
I don't remember ever having a fireplace.
When did we have a fireplace?
There's a fireplace behind you.
Wow. That was 808 North Fort Harrison.
That's you and Brother Joe.
808 North Fort Harrison. Look at me. How cute I was.
Aw. Look at how skinny.
Look how skinny
look
that
at that big old butt. It was probably that dress.
Yeah, look at this skinny
It was probably
girl.
that dress.
Look at that skinny girl.
Oh, wow.
Look at that skinny girl. I have my own.
This looks like me.
I know. I know it does.
You look a lot alike.
See them stairs? They went to my bedroom, but I wasn't allowed to use that door.
Oh, wow.
And that's me and Joe's sister.
Awesome.
And me and Joe's sister.
Okay.
And Joe's dog Spot.
Aw. Oh, that's a cute dog.
And when I was in Tarpon Springs when I was 17 years old, that was, hey, I know the address now. I don't know who this boy is. I don't know who he is.
You have no clue?
No, some guy from school probably.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna see if I can find the other one.
We don't want this.
Another picture of me. Did I show you that one?
No. Look at that dress. It's pretty.
I didn't have to wear a bra with that. I didn't like wearing bra. My birthday party, see if you recognize anybody in that group.
Oh, yeah. I doubt it. I want to take pictures. Leave them in order. So I want to take pictures as we're talking. No, I can't.
I'll tell you. Can you pick out Glenda?
I can barely even see it. Is that Glenda?
Where?
Right here. I can barely see it.
Let me see.
You can barely see it either.
I know who they are, though. That's David Warren. Boy, could he dance good and play the guitar real good. He was our neighbor. And his mother wouldn't let him and his brother Skippy go outside. So me and Joe used to go over there and sit underneath their bedroom window. And he had played the guitar for us.
Oh, wow.
And his brother Skippy played the drums.
Mm-hmm.
But that's David. That's Dorothy. Glenda's way in the back.
Oh,
Still got that same hairdo.
Yeah.
I like that guy right there named Bobby.
Okay.
Bobby, I forgot his last name now. Bobby Suitors or something like that. That's fun. I thought I'd seen more pictures. I haven't looked in it to read all the autographs. I probably wouldn't even remember any of these people.
No?
Probably not. Well, look at that one picture that you said. Well, that's the birthday party picture.
Well, this one here looks just like me when I was growing up.
I know. That's the birthday
crazy.
party picture. That's the same one. No. You can see Glenda a little bit better in this one.
Oh, okay.
Whoa,
Oh, shoot,
I
I'm taking
lost
these
something.
pictures wrong.
I
Need
lost
to be
something. Something
sideways.
fell. When y'all were growing up, did you have, well, okay. We moved a lot when I was young, before she was born. We moved, let's see, I was born in St. Pete. So, and Joe was born in St. Pete. So, and we lived at 2 different houses in St. Pete. And then we moved to Alabama. And, or was it, well, let's see. We moved to South Carolina and North Carolina. I don't remember which one came first. I think South Carolina came first. Mama had a miscarriage after she had Joe. And every time she had a miscarriage or lost a baby, she would have a nervous breakdown.
Oh my gosh.
So she had a nervous breakdown when after Linda died too. Okay, so that's 2 houses in North and South Carolina. There was 2 different, so that's 4 houses, okay. Then we moved to Alabama, and that's where I went to start at 1st grade at with my cousin Carol. And then we lived in Alabama for 1st grade, 2nd grade, and part of the 3rd grade. And then we lived in 2 different houses in Alabama. So that's 6 houses so far.
Dang.
And I'm not even 6 years old yet. Well,
Oh,
maybe.
wow.
Well, 3rd grade I would be, whatever. Okay. Then after we left Alabama, we moved to Clearwater. And see how many houses we lived in.
So when you moved to
Clearwater.
Alabama, did you guys live near Grandma?
No.
The grouchy
We
Grandma?
We lived in a town called Holt, H-O-L-T.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then we moved to closer to Grandma in
I got
Alberta or
pictures, I got
something.
pictures of all
Okay.
them, so keep them separate.
okay, and then that's 6 houses so far. And then we moved to Clearwater. I'm supposed to be writing all this down for Marie, but just in case I don't, I'm telling you now. Then we moved to Clearwater, and now they're not even born yet. Or Patty's not even born yet. Okay, we moved to Clearwater when I was in the third grade, so we lived on a street called Stockton Drive, and we lived there from the rest of the 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. And by the time we was in the 6th grade, we lived on Pennsylvania Avenue. We'd already moved again.
In Clearwater?
Yeah. Yep. All these are Clearwater now.
Okay.
Pennsylvania Avenue, and that was 1960. I was 12 years old, and Hurricane Donna was coming through town.
Oh, well.
And I was scared to death. So I was out the driveway praying to God to please let me live to be 16 years old. I don't know why I said that,
Oh, wow.
but I wanted to be 16 so bad.
Yeah.
So we lived in an old wooden house, and boy, it was shaking. The hurricane wasn't a direct hit, but it was like it hit Tampa, and we lived here.
Right.
You still felt the effects?
Yes, you still feel
Okay.
it.
Yeah, okay, so we lived, that was,
In an
That
old
was-
shaky house.
yeah.
Did you
old
cry?
wooden- Huh?
Did you cry?
Probably.
Did you really scared?
Yeah. Okay,
Aw.
so we survived that hurricane.
Thank
that
God.
was 1960. So in 1960, oh yeah, another thing about that house. I was in the 6th grade there, and I started my period in school. I got so scared. I didn't even sign out or tell teachers nothing that I'm leaving. I just ran all the way home. I started my period. I didn't know.
Did you know what a period was?
I don't know if I did or not, but anyhow,
So you don't know if Mama had that talk with you?
I have no idea. So I ran home, and then after I got cleaned up and stuff, I thought to myself, well, now that I've started my period and I'm a lady now, I'm going to shave my legs. So I shaved my legs. funny.
That is funny. So what
Yeah.
did Mama say when you got home? Did she say anything? Or
I don't remember the details.
Oh,
I just
wow.
remember the incident.
you remember running all the way
Yeah,
home?
I remember and I remember I was in the 6th grade, and when I seen the blood, I just got scared and ran home. We didn't live too far from the school. I went to North Ward. It's not there no more.
Yeah.
Okay, then after we
Mama had to have been pregnant there.
nuh-uh.
No?
Yeah, she got pregnant probably when we lived there because.
What if she got pregnant during the hurricane?
Let me think. Let me do the math.
When was the hurricane? What month?
September of 1960.
Oh,
And
no.
then she had Patty
It wouldn't
in
have been-
November of 1961.
that would
so
have been
no.
11. No, it wouldn't have been that.
No.
She would have had to have gotten pregnant like in late December, early January.
Anyhow, so when we lived, then we moved from there to,
Oh, wait, no, it's only 8 months.
then we moved from there to 808 North Fort Harrison, where those pictures that she's going to post where we lived there. That's when Mama had Patty. Okay. All right. So that was. Oh, I met Glenda when I was in 7th grade at Clearwater Junior High. It's not there no more either. She was a hall monitor.
She was?
Yeah.
Aw.
Mm.
You guys remember Glenda?
Yeah.
She's still kicking. She's still down in Clearwater or Largo.
Largo. I
Yeah.
sent her a birthday card. Her
Aw.
birthday's on the 27th. She'll be 76.
In April?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we lived at 808 North Fort Harrison. I love that address. I mean, I love that. We lived next to a funeral home.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that, Fort Harrison?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Moss Funeral Home. Joe used to go over and talk to the undertakers and stuff, and they used to let him come inside and take a look around or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, they were always out there washing their hearse and stuff. I used to take Patty for a stroller ride. We lived on a main, I guess it would be a main highway.
Yeah.
What I said was called North Fort Harrison.
Uh-huh.
I'd take her for a stroller ride, and the guys would come by in their little hearse, and I'd be waving at them. I used to wave it at all the traffic.
Mhm.
I wanted people to think that was my baby. 15 years old, and I wanted them to think it was my
Oh.
baby. She was born when I was 13 and a half.
Well,
But-
I had my son when I was 15.
Well, we lived there till I was 15. And then, after we left there, we moved to Pensacola.
Oh, so you lived there a long time.
We lived there from
Was
19
Mama pregnant with me here
No,
in Florida?
No.
So she didn't get pregnant with me until Pensacola?
Uh-huh.
Why did you guys move to Pensacola?
Oh, because the old bitty grandma and her sisters said that we moved to Pensacola because I was pregnant with you.
Okay.
That's where that rumor got started.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So what?
you never seen Grandma when you was up there?
She didn't live there.
So Grandma thought that you see that.
Was pregnant.
Where did that come from? How did I think that you were my mom?
Wanda started it.
No, she didn't.
I don't know then.
I don't know.
I have
don't
no
know
idea.
how I thought. I think because my mom gave custody of me to Shirley. And I think, well, why would she give custody of me to Shirley if Shirley's not even
You
my
must
mother?
have been 13. If you had Danny.
I got pregnant at 14 and I was had my son at 15.
I know, so you didn't get pregnant when you lived with me.
No,
So you must have been 13 when you lived with me.
12 and I think I was 12 and 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mackenzie's age.
Yep.
My great granddaughter just turned 13 on the 31st of March.
It's crazy.
I was looking at pictures the other day and remember her birth. Remember her first Easter. She was 4 days old.
I do.
Got that
She was
picture.
just like the
She
size
looked like
of
a
your
baby
hand.
doll.
She looked like a miniature baby doll.
Yeah,
She was so small.
4 pounds and something. I
Yeah.
forgot already.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Okay, so in Pensacola, I don't know.
So we're in Florida. Mama's not pregnant with me. Why did you guys move to Pensacola?
Daddy couldn't keep a job back in those days.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember you
So
telling me.
every time we had to move, that's because he couldn't keep a job or a house.
So why would he go all the way to Pensacola?
I have no idea about that.
Okay.
So anyhow, we lived in Pensacola in 2 different houses. She got pregnant with you in the first house that we lived in.
Do you know any addresses?
I probably in one of my diaries.
Have an address to the house. We could go there and find the address.
It's not there no more.
Not there.
None of them houses are there no more. I've already asked Rose, my old friend that lives in Pensacola. I've already asked her to look these places up for me.
Okay.
Okay. So Pensacola, we lived in, I done lost track of how many houses I lived in. Pensacola, we lived in 2 houses. And we lived in Pensacola from 1963. We lived in Pensacola from 1963 to 1965.
Okay.
And then when we left Pensacola, she was born in 1964. When we left Pensacola, we moved to Tarpon Springs. Now I found that address earlier. But somebody said that old house, Glenda, somebody said it turned into a museum.
Oh, really? And
Tarpon Springs.
you found the address?
Yeah, so we're going to go to that
I need
one.
that address.
Okay.
But back up a little bit, because after Joe, Mama had Linda, and Linda died. So where did you guys live when Mama had Linda?
Oh, yeah, on Stockton Drive when I was in the third grade.
Okay, so
1957, I was in the 3rd grade, and that's when she lost Linda. I forgot about that part.
okay, all right. So
I was counting the houses, I forgot.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. So,
That's
we're in
crazy.
Pensacola. Then
Isn't it crazy everything she remembers? I don't even have this good of memory.
And then in 1965, when we moved back to down here, we moved to Tarpon Springs for a little while. And that's where I met my, well, see, I didn't even get into boyfriends and stuff. But in well, never mind, we won't get into that. Oh, we're talking about houses now.
I think we talked about boyfriends.
Yeah,
in
we
one of
already
our
talked
other
about
videos.
boyfriends. Okay, so we lived in that little garage apartment or whatever it was called. We lived upstairs from, in 1965, I went to...
A garage apartment with Mama, Daddy, you, me, 4 kids. A
Yeah.
garage apartment. Did it have how many bedrooms?
I don't remember the
You
bedroom.
don't remember. A little apartment with 4 kids and 2 parents.
I know it had a big kitchen. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Because Mama used to make these yeast rolls, and whenever I got home from school, I could, walking up those stairs to the apartment, I could smell that bread cooking. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we didn't live there very long. And then we moved back to Clearwater. Let me think where we lived at then. Let me think the year. That's 65.
I never realized that you guys moved that much.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
like from what I remember, the only house I remember living in is on Washington Street. Washington,
Yeah.
down there by the
Yeah.
Dollar Elementary School is my school.
Mhm.
I remember living there, and when we moved from there, did we move to?
Largo.
We did. So that's when
She only
Mom and
lived
Daddy
in-
bought a house.
She only lived in 2 houses.
2
growing up.
houses growing up.
Well, you got to count Pensacola.
Well, yeah, but I don't remember all that.
But you was a
yeah.
baby, so 3. All her lifetime, from the time she was born.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
Okay, yes, but you said we lived in Pensacola when I was born. So
Yeah.
there was 2 houses there.
Yeah, but you didn't live in the first one.
Okay, she was just pregnant. So there's 1 house there, and then they moved back and
There was-
moved to Tarpon Springs. There's
There was
2.
2 houses in Pensacola, but she only lived in one of them. The one she
Okay.
was born
I
in.
lived in the Tarpon Springs house though, right?
Yeah.
And then after Tarpon Springs, where did we go?
I thought we went to Washington, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I have to think now. I'm getting confused now.
Okay, you think we might, so then it would have been 4 houses.
I'm getting confused right now
Okay.
because we moved to Stockton Drive again. I don't remember when, but Denise and Teresa used to come visit
That name
us.
sounds so familiar. Who are they?
They're our cousin, Uncle Frank's kids.
Uncle Frank's kids. I remember those names. And there was one of our cousins that came to visit us and he had a monkey. Who was that? Do you remember him?
He wasn't a cousin. Okay, listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
I know. I remember this. Okay, one time, me, you, Vince, and all my kids, and Mama, and you and Patty, we went to Pensacola.
Okay.
And my ex-boyfriend, Jody Nix, had a monkey.
So he's the one. I have pictures of him, Shirley. I have pictures of the guy with the monkey.
Yeah,
I don't know where.
That was my first
they're
boyfriend.
Totes and totes.
That's my first boyfriend.
We gotta remember that. When I start going through my pictures, we gotta remember that.
It wasn't a cousin, it was my ex-boyfriend.
I just figured it was one of our cousins.
No.
Wow.
I forgot about him having
The
a
monkey. I remembered the monkey. Isn't that something crazy that I remembered the monkey?
So, well, I'm so confused now.
It's all right. So,
Well,
so now we moved from. You think we moved to Largo?
No.
But you never
No.
lived in Largo.
No, listen. When we moved from Tarpon Springs, we moved back over to Stockton Drive to a different house.
Okay.
Not the house when Linda was born, but a different house.
All right. So that's
That's the one where I. That's the one where I took the cat by the tail and.
Oh my God.
Remember?
Yes.
Okay. And then after
So that's 3.
Okay.
Then we moved to Washington.
I think we moved to Washington after
4.
that.
So then I would have lived in 5 houses. That's still a lot of houses to live in.
Yeah, but look at how many I lived
I
in.
know. Oh my God.
I never lived in Largo.
You need to write them down.
I will.
One day.
I got a book over there to start doing that. I never lived in Largo because I was married by then.
Wow.
But I did live in Washington. Washington.
Did you live in Washington with us or behind us? Because I remember you living in a house behind us.
That was another. Oh, we lived on the Washington Street for a while
Okay.
because that's where I found out I was pregnant with Sherry.
Okay.
I was working at Woolworth downtown. We lived in that street, on that street, in that house. Okay, and then I forgot. Let me think what year that was. I'm really getting forgetful right this minute. I got pregnant with Sherry in 1967. Okay, y'all still lived in that house when y'all still lived in that house in 1969 when I lived behind you. Y'all lived in that house.
You didn't get pregnant in 67. Wasn't Sherry was born in 67?
Do the math.
July.
I got pregnant in 68, but she was born in 67. I'm telling you, the address we lived in 67. We lived in that house on Washington Street.
You got.
When I found out I was pregnant with her, I put it that way.
So you got pregnant in 66.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So you got pregnant in 66. She was born in 67. Okay.
But we still lived there. Okay. Then, when I got married to Joe, we lived in that house that had the stairs and you had to walk upstairs.
Behind us?
No.
Okay.
I didn't move to behind y'all till Sheila was born.
Oh, okay. I knew you lived behind us.
1969.
All right. So that is the house that had that little hole where me and that boy went under the house and kissed.
Yeah.
Me and that little boy Billy. And I guess we were getting married. We lit a candle and we started a fire and it was crazy. But then I remember Glenda living back there too. Behind us somewhere. Did Glenda live back there too?
Mm-mm.
Did Joe and Wanda live back there?
Joe and Wanda lived on the other side of the house on Washington Street.
Uh-huh.
Joe and Wanda lived at the end. There was an apartment down there.
Oh, I didn't know they lived in the apartment.
It was all connected. That's where they lived when they got married in 1968.
It would be so cool to go there and be able to
Now
go
that
inside.
place is still standing.
It is still standing, but I don't know if we'd be able to go inside.
I don't either.
It would be cool. It'd be really cool. I remember a recliner chair. I feel like I remember a recliner chair or some kind of chair. As soon as you walk in the door, there was a chair there. And I can remember Daddy sitting in that chair.
Yeah, and Mama, I got a picture somewhere of Mama sitting in that chair holding her birthday cake.
Aw. On Washington Street?
Yeah.
Aw.
Y'all lived there for a while.
Okay. So Daddy stopped moving. Is that when he got the job with the county?
Probably.
Okay.
1965, you were still living there, in 1969. Y'all lived there until you moved in that house in Largo. Y'all lived in that house a long time.
Yeah.
That's the longest the house that y'all ever lived in.
Because when we moved to Largo, I think I was about 10.
I have to do the math.
I'm pretty sure I was 10. I think when did we buy the house? We bought the house in 72. I might have been 8.
Yeah.
8, yeah.
Yeah, you was 8.
Somewhere, and I don't know where, somewhere I think I have pictures of the house being built.
Yeah, so do I.
Maybe
Somewhere.
Maybe I've seen them at your house.
Hey, I got a tote somewhere with photo albums, and probably that's where the pictures of the house being built is.
Oh, okay.
And
So
Glenda
you
lived
probably
next
have it.
door. The houses were built together.
Mm-hmm. Exactly
Glenda still
alike.
lives there.
Yep. Can you imagine? We paid $17,000 to build a house back in 1972. And today that house is worth $750,000. And when Mom and Daddy died, we sold that house for, what was it, like $69,000?
I don't remember.
And then the hospital bills took all the money, and we each got $2,000 out of a $70,000 house. So crazy.
Y'all want me to read to you when Marie was born?
Uh-oh, Shirley's got diaries.